Mslamekiona's channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. So today I wanted to do an updated Q&A since I've now started to get back on my channel. I just feel like, I want you guys to get to know me. So I asked you guys to drop some questions on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Mslamekkiona. That's Mslamekkiona. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's get started on this video. We're going to jump right in here. Okay. You all had some really good questions and kind of had me like really trying to think of, some good responses. So I'm just going to jump right in. First question, what is your next big goal? So as you guys know, I released my first book on December the 1st, Why Her and Not Me, which is available on Amazon and on my personal website, loveisbeautyprogram.com. That was my biggest goal I have had for basically the entire year. So that's for 2022. I just mainly focus on not only did I drop my first book, I launched my podcast, Love is Beauty Program. I launched Love is Beauty Program, my personal website with ebooks that feature mental health, self-love, and self-worth. That is what it's all about. It's all about women evolving and stuff like that. So I just feel like I've accomplished like my major goals for this year. I have been jotting down new things that I want to explore, because it's like now that I've done so many things that I wanted to do, it's time to like step it up more. Just step it up more. So I think my next biggest goal is probably, I have so many goals. It's like I don't really consider none of them small. Like I consider them all big. So, it's so many. I think my next biggest goal for sure is to be on Know For Sure podcast. Not even just that, but just being on different major platform podcasts. That is like my next biggest goal. I really love my podcast, Love is Beauty Program, and I just wanted to go to new heights like in life. So I think my next biggest goal is getting on television. Not even on some reality stuff, like really like in those circles of evolving and stuff like that, of that nature. Like I love so many different shows that I would love to be on. So I think that's my next biggest goal, is being on television, on talk shows. Next question. Can we do another episode on the podcast? Of course we can do another episode, JoJo. Like, I think people really liked it, that to see, like a male perspective as well. So I definitely will reach out to you and see what we can get acquainted with. All right, next question. What's one thing that changed the way you look at life? Woo! Oh my goodness. What's one thing that changed the way you look at life? There is so many things that have helped me this year to shape me into how I view life, but I think the major thing is God. My connection with God has gotten a lot stronger than it used to be. So I think that's the biggest thing that has changed the way I look at life, because when they say prayer changes things, prayer does change things. And I have seen that, like, seen that firsthand, like how prayer changes things. So I just think between God and purpose, those are the two things that have helped me see life from a different scale. I say this a lot, but like I like to take myself out of situations and see it from a whole scope than just my own ideas. And I think the biggest thing of how I started to learn that is because I learned about myself that my way of thinking is not always right. My other people's way of thinking about me is not always right. So I just think I always take myself out of the situation and put myself on a different scope and look at it from a different point of view. And how I got there is just mindset. How I got there is through experience. How I got there was through trauma. How I got there was through healing. How I got there was through like a lot of self-reflection. A lot of those things really played a part in how I changed the way I look at life. But that was a really good question. Next question. What inspired you to write a book? Y'all, I have been wanting to write a book since I was about I'm gonna say like 8, between 8 and 10. And I say that because there was a time, like, I used to write so much poetry. Like, I just used to love writing poetry so freaking much. I always have loved love, basically. I have always been a fan of love and how it just brings out the best in people. So I just would write like a lot of poems. I would write them to my mom. I would write them to my family. I would kind of read them. They always called me the writer. I just used to write a lot. I wanted to be a journalist before I got into communications. And it's so crazy how it all transpires together, because although I'm not doing directly journalism, in a sort of way I am, because I have wrote in my own book. I think with that being said, I just got inspired by basically producing what my youthful self always wanted. My youthful self always wanted something that was pure, that was something that came from the heart. And this book came from the heart for me. Like, I really expressed a lot of things. I really put my traumas out there. I put my healing process out there. I put a lot of personal things out there, but I just really wanted to be of service to someone else. I wanted to be of service to women around the world. I wanted to be of service to people who, women especially, to be that voice that, like, why her and not me? Like, why not you? Like, that's how I really think about it. It's just, I knew this book was well needed, and I just wanted to be one of the seeds that is planted for why this book was produced. So yeah, that's what inspired me to write the book. Next question. What are 3 goals for 2023? The only reason I'm laughing is because I've seen a lot of people ask me what are my 2023 goals, and I'm like, it's like, since I've knocked out so many goals in 2022, like, this has been one of my biggest goal years that I've accomplished. Everything that I have put on my vision board or talked about, like, I did it. And this was the first year that I just felt like I did it, like, to the full extent. I went out and did photo shoots. I made sure I had this and that for the business. I put a lot of money into it. I gave it everything that I got. I made sure that it really transcended that this is what I want. So to think about 2023 of goals, because I feel like once you hit a couple of your big goals, it's kind of hard to, sometimes you can be stuck in your bubble. You can get stuck in your bubble, and I feel like that's where I was. But now that I'm like getting together like my vision board and stuff, there's so much more that I want. So I know in 2023 I will be buying my Jeep Wrangler. That's one of my goals for 2023. Number 2 is like I stated before, about one of my biggest goals is being on television for talk show purposes, not on no reality. I do not. If somebody want to reach out to me about reality, you can go and cut that out, because I'm not doing it. Period. I'm not. That's just not my preference, but I really want to be on something that's very empowering, very inspiring. So that's my next biggest goal is being on different podcasts, major podcast platforms, and just reaching more people. Like just really reaching more heights of myself. Number 3 is number 1 bestseller. I know I've been talking about this since the book dropped, but period, it's happening. It's like it's already done. It's just the process of it. You know, you seeing my name go up on a chart, like that is my number 3. That's all my goals, is really my Jeep Wrangler that I'm getting that I already have. It's just ain't in the parking lot just yet. Number 2 is just kind of going to new heights, getting on different platforms to share my message to different women around the world. And number 3, just walking in full purpose and just living life in full purpose every single day. So those are my 3 goals for 2023. And majorly weight loss journey. Not even just the weight loss, but the process of getting my health right, doing the necessary things to enhance my body to the way that I want it and the way that I desire, the way I feel confident in my own body. So yeah, that's why I'm taking the necessary steps to get that done. So yeah. Next question. How were you able to overcome your lowest moments? Whoo. Excuse them being loud. Y'all rude. Y'all real rude. I'm gonna ask the question one more time. How were you able to overcome your lowest moments? Whew. I'm gonna say it's 3 major things that help me overcome any low moments in my mind. Any low moments within that. They throwing me out. I'm so sorry, y'all. 3 things that always encourage me in low moments. Prayer. Number 2, speaking out loud how I feel. This number 2 really has changed my mindset, because I used to think like, I used to have a mindset of where like when I'm feeling at my lowest point, I just get like in this bubble and it closes so tight that like it's like almost hard to breathe. And I just felt like it wasn't working. Like it wasn't working. I didn't like the way how I felt. So in my lowest moments, I literally have conversations with myself. I have a full-blown conversation. How are you feeling? Why are you feeling like this? Why is this your lowest moment? Why does it feel this way? How are you feeling emotionally? How are you feeling mentally? How are you feeling physically? How are you feeling? Just all different emotions. So I'm just taking those at a different scale, and I'm talking to myself, and I'm learning that when I actually express myself, it actually releases that lowest point, because then I know it's not going to be that low for forever. I know it's only for a temporary moment. That's one of the biggest things that has helped me in my lowest moment, is really having a conversation with myself of why do I feel this way, and having that dialogue as to why. So I think that's pretty much within the 1-2. It ain't even a 3. The 1-2, prayer and having a conversation with myself, is really transcended how I made myself pull myself out of a lower moment. Like I tell myself, this ain't gonna last. This is only for a moment. Don't think like that. Don't be so hard on yourself that you don't realize how much power you have within this lowest moment. So that's how I think about it. Last question. What is your happiest moment of 2022? Y'all know what I'm gonna say. That is when I dropped my book on December 1st. That was one of the highest moments of my life. Not even just when I actually dropped my book, but leading up to that. My book release party, the best the best feeling I have ever had in my life. The flowers that were coming up into my body, my skin feeling like I had chill bumps everywhere. Like it was such a magical day. Like for individuals who weren't able to attend, or didn't get to come and stuff, like that was such an emotional happiest moment of my life, where I can literally feel how happy I was. And I know sometimes we be like, we happy in this moment, but like to feel that emotion in your chest, to feel happy within your body, like I literally felt my five senses on that day. I literally felt everything, but my hands, how they were feeling, my body, how it was feeling, my soul, my connection, my hearing, everything was just like a full blown connection. Like it was unbearable to express how happy I was that day. And I'm just so grateful for the journey, and I'm just so grateful for the people it's gonna touch, the people who buy it, the people who talk about it, the people who send it to somebody. I just thank you all in advance, because without y'all literally make my vision real. So I just want to say thank you so much. That is all the questions that we have for today. I really wanted to thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.